Discord.
Just need to take a second and shout out this online group that I am part of. Everybody is.
I just muted there. That was fun. I'm going to mute everybody because I do have slides tonight, so I just wanted to power through that. Sarah, I'm sorry, but I love you. All right. So tonight's team call, can everybody see my screen? Give me a thumbs up, please. Okay, good. All right. Tonight, the last hours of the month. Tomorrow is the last day. So I'm going to provide some tips for getting in the club, Team Cup, and a little recap on Friend Week and kind of like what to do next. Because a lot of you guys, this is like the first time you've seen us do this, and some of you have been a part of it before. So just a recap of that. January Mug Clubbers. Again, these numbers have increased since last week at this time. Rochelle, Lauren, myself are all in the club. Rochelle's like in it ×3. Lots of you guys are like one person away or two people away or even three people away from making it. And it is totally possible to still do it. I know a lot of times, like my first 2 years of coaching, I was like making Success Club in the final hours of the last day of the month. Like I was that person. I get it. It's not a fun place to be, but it is possible to do it. I remember one Halloween, I was at SC0 when I went to a friend's house to watch scary movies, but I had put so much energy. I put a post up. I was reaching out, and I like signed 3 people underneath the blanket, like trying to pay attention to the movie, but really just paying attention to making this goal happen. So it is possible, even if you're 0 right now, to do it. And I'm going to provide some tips for that later on. So this month, still get your summit ticket. There's a flash sale going on till the end of this month. Team Cup, we've already formed our teams. If you're not on our team, reach out to me or your coach, and we will try to get you on one before tomorrow night at midnight. So Team Cup, just ask that question. Don't need to do that. So some of you guys, it's your first Team Cup. Basically, it's just like a fun way to work together to reach the goals that we already set for ourselves. So number 1 would be create a message pod with your team so you can communicate every day, push each other, share ideas. So that'd be step 1. Step 2 is create a name and then register it. So have your team captain officially register your team in the Team Cup website. You can go find that. All they need is your coach ID and email address. So I know some of you guys don't know each other and you've been adding each other as friends. So just provide that to your captain. And then step 4, whether that be through like a group message or a Zoom chat, which some of us just did, determine your individual goals and then figure out like a team goal together so you can all push towards that. Yes. So I think there's like 4 or 5 teams on our Fit and Fearless Foundation team. That's like huge. That's 20 people. That's by far the biggest Team Cup performance already we have ever had as a team. So that's kind of cool. But really, we all thrive from all of our energy, right? So like, we're not really competing with each other. If you find something that works, say in like your little message pods, you're realizing that, oh my God, this is working, share it in our team page so all of us can start doing it. If somebody you add in the Transform tribe, share that in our group so then we can all go love on that post. In our leaders message, we've been really good about that, but as a team, like we can all be doing on that, because what it does is encourage other people to then welcome and support those other people. So yeah, that's good. All right, so Friends Week, we tested this back in November. We had never done anything like this before. It worked really well for our team because we've like got our groove with the challenge group, and it like is blowing up. There's over 300 people in that group, by the way. So like from back in November, I think we had like 100. Now it's like, which is awesome. So we do this now from January all through 2019. We're going to start doing this once a month. So you'll see on the February calendar that I posted, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but you'll see those days blocked out on the calendar, so you can start thinking ahead, like, who do I want to invite to that? But really, it's just like inviting everybody to it because it's free and they can just add themselves. So, but you can kind of be thinking about that ahead of time. So share your invites in the team page. It makes it really fun to invite to something like this because they don't need to do anything. Like, they can just join. And we've had in 48 hours over 60 people join. That's insane. Like, all of us who have been taking advantage of this like saw a huge number because they were just inviting people and then they were adding themselves. So 60 people in the past 48 hours. It's open till I'll start booting people out Saturday or Sunday. No, probably Saturday because Sunday's like a national holiday in our house, Super Bowl. So last time we did in November, we had 50 people, and 10 out of those 50 people joined us by the end of that week, so they didn't get kicked out. We created that sense of urgency. We created that fun factor. We celebrated everybody. All of those 10 people showed in the group that they were signing up. So we're building that value. Lauren did an awesome post yesterday. She's been leading the group this week. We did the water challenge today. She's going to be picking a winner tomorrow. We've been doing the Super Bowl recipes, so I created an album in there. All that stuff, guys, like, that already lives there. We're just creating something that's relevant to now. I'm just grabbing stuff off of like Fixate and like the Beachbody blog, but people love that stuff. So the big thing is that they're seeing other people in there doing their workouts because everybody's so active in there that they're not going to want to leave. All right, so what happened? Oh God. What's next? We follow up with everybody. So I created a spreadsheet that lists everybody's name who joined in the past 48 hours. And it shows the upline or the referral. So I created some follow-ups. It's the same ones we used last time we did this in November that worked really well. So I just simply shared those in our team page today. I'm planning on reaching out to all of my people tomorrow during the day, and creating that sense of urgency to get started with us before they have to leave us by the end of the week. And you're welcome to do some sort of incentive for that too. I think I already mentioned that the next one is in February. All right, benefits to getting in the club. Some of you guys are new. Some of you guys have been around a while, but I just want to kind of go over that first. All right, you are helping 3 people change their lives. Yes, you are changing their life because you reached out to them. You put past your fear, got out of your comfort zone, got out of your own way, and just invited them and put it out there. So you help 3 people make that decision. You cover the cost of your challenge pack, especially if you're new. If you're not new, that's an extra $150 in your pocket. You are pushing towards something that's totally attainable and builds huge momentum for the next month. So if you are pushing right now to get in there, it is all those invites, all those seeds that you're like throwing out there. If you just keep going, you're gonna, like, February is gonna seem easy. You are moving your business forward and creating the life you want. I never thought I'd leave my corporate job. I never thought I would be a coach. But guess what? I started going towards these little goals, and then they snowball. And then you create the life you want. You were that much closer to diamond. A lot of you guys are like right there, or just hit it, or going for star diamond. Each time you make Success Club, you are going forward. Oh, you get free customer leads. A lot of people just, I would have been one of those people who just went and ordered on their own, or just called, and well, they don't really do much infomercials anymore, but back in the day, people would call. But you get free customer leads each month that you make Success Club. So those are people that you can reach out to. I know for me, I've gotten a ton of customer leads over the years. Some of those guys have turned into coaches, discount coaches. Some of them are building coaches. Rachel Jenks, for instance, who has a badass team, a huge team under our team. She was a customer lead, a mystery coach. Because I made SC one month, they basically handed her to me. That's why half of our team is out in South Dakota. You are making that much more extra money. You're one step closer to earning the retreat, our team retreat, if you make SC in January, February, and March. And you are one step closer to getting on that Success Club trip to Punta Cana, which I know Rochelle signed up for and is on the list. A lot of you guys are. So if you're not, you just do the opt-in. I don't know, just Google Success Club trip for Beachbody, and it's probably going to be the first thing that pops up. And you just put in your email address, and you get double cruise dollars in the month of January, and you earn it all year long. Plus, you feel proud that you're busting through your comfort zone and being rewarded. Hello, confidence boost when somebody signs up under you. You feel proud of that. And then you feel amazeballs because you ran after your goal and made it happen. So that's why. Those are the benefits. All right, so now tips for getting in the club. Change your verbiage. Change your thoughts. Change the I will try to I will. Because when you say I will, then you will. Because if you try, then you won't. Rachel Hollis. Rachel Hollis is our friend. Put up a post on Facebook. Now, some of this stuff is pretty basic if you guys have been around a while. Some of the other stuff may help the others who have been around for a while. So just bear with me here. Put up a post on Facebook and Instagram and talk about how good you're feeling. What have you seen in the past few weeks from doing Transform 20 or whatever program that you're doing? Now, bring some curiosity around that. Don't just say I'm doing Beachbody on demand and drinking Shakeology. Talk about the benefits and how you're making it work with your busy life. And then some sort of call to action at the end. Message everybody who liked and commented on that post and invite them. Simple as that. Anybody you're chatting with that's really close to, maybe you've talked about their goals, or maybe you recommend programs, some sort of incentive. I know anybody who uses Energize loves it, except for Lauren, because she needs 3 scoops to feel it. But most people love it. So you could give some sort of 10-pack of, my liquid motivation that will help you kickstart your goals. As long as you do it by midnight tomorrow, I will send you that as a kickstart for yourself. Create some sense of urgency. My group is starting Monday, February 4th. There's 2 spots left in the group for that. Let's do this. Bring the confidence, bring the sense of urgency. People kind of just sometimes want to be told, they don't want to miss out on something. So by giving them a date gives them something attainable to shoot for. And you know, after the Super Bowl, everybody's going to feel like shit and they're going to need to get something. Maybe even have them start with the refresh. Message everybody who has viewed your Instagram stories. So if you're doing Instagram stories, there's this cool little feature where you can see everybody who watches your stories. And anybody who doesn't do stories doesn't know that they can see you, that person can see you. So just messaging them and saying like, hey, thanks for watching my stories. Like, are you on a health and fitness journey of your own? Like, keep it super simple. Instagram needs to be simple. Create FOMO. People do not want to miss out. So, hey, you can do some pretty cool things on Instagram stories, like using our transformation tribe and showing like all the people in there that are doing these things, that there are people in there, that you're not just like saying that there are people in there, there are actually people in there. Creating some sort of list. Heck, and you can even like, there was a few people welcomed into the group today. You could even use a list of some of their names and say, these are the few people that have joined us in the past 24 hours. And look, there's 3 more spots left. Who wants one? And then you can build upon that as like there becomes less spots as the day goes on. Follow up with anyone on your list who has ever said yes to learning more. So you guys who have been around for 80-Day Obsession, the launch of Lift 4, then what was after that? Shift Shop. I know for me, I have a list of people who have ever said yes to learning about any of those programs. So if you've only been around for a couple months, I'm sure you have a yes list of somebody wanting to learn more about your challenge group or wanting to learn more about what you're doing. So going back to any of those people and inviting them again, because maybe now is the right time. Maybe it wasn't before, but you never know when you're going to hit somebody at the right time. Yeah, follow up times 10, because I'm finding everybody is a squirrel. So somebody could be having a conversation with somebody and all of a sudden they like drop off the map, but it's not because they don't care. Because they were probably like sitting in their car at the bank or something, or people don't go to the bank anymore, sitting in line at Hannaford to go, or grocery store to go, and then all of a sudden their groceries came and then they had to drive home and then they like totally forgot. So just circling back on like anybody you've been having a good conversation with and then following up again. Invite times 10. So to invite, I like to go to my messenger and then go under, if you click the very bottom where it's like the double people on iPhones, like the people side by side, and then you go to the top right and it looks like a little notebook. It then sorts all of your friends by alphabetical order. So pick a letter and go through your list and invite as many people as you can and like set a timer, 5 minutes. Bet you could send out a lot in 5 minutes. And then your dirt list. If it comes to tomorrow night and you're like, oh, I still have one more person I want to help. Well, to reach your goal of making SC, just go back to your dirt list. I know I've definitely done this in the past. Both of my parents are signed up as coaches. My sister signed up as coach. Who else? My cousins, your bestie. So go back to any friends, family, and say, hey, like I'm trying to reach this goal this month. Is there any way you could do me a favor? And I would love for you to get in my group and you'd have access to all these workouts and you could drink the shake that I'm drinking and you're going to love it. And honestly, if you don't, after a month, we can send it back, but you're going to love it and let's do this. Everybody has people like that. They trust you. Go back to all your share cards. So I did this today. So we all know that we have people sitting in our share cards. People that say they pick a flavor, they're like all in, and then they just don't pull the trigger. So go back to all those people. You can message them on Facebook or Instagram. But they already gave me their email address because that's how we signed them up. I've been emailing people and say, hey, did something change as far as your goals? I just want to give you a heads up that the $20 off, because most of them were Transform 20, is only offered for the next couple of days. I didn't want you to miss out. Here's the link again. If something's changed, totally cool. Email them. Not everybody checks Messenger all the time. And they gave you their email address. So go back to all the friends added in the tribe for free. So we have a list on Google spreadsheet of all those people. Go back to all those people and help them get started. Why is my computer keep doing that? My mouse doesn't like me. I think I already said that. Oh, and you get in Shaun T's test group by the end of the month. So that's another little perk. So $20 off plus you get in his test group. Never throw in the towel. Never, ever, ever end at 4. You've already put in the work for the month. Just do whatever you need to do to get the last 2 points. And then go back to your why. Why did you want to start coaching? How does it make you feel to help just one person? What would it do for your family? Think about that and let that kind of fuel everything else. I feel like there were questions coming in. Stop share. But I didn't want to get distracted. I can get distracted easily, so I went like this to the message. Wait, really? P. Talking about P. We should put cocktails in that. Let's totally do that. Skinny cocktails for the Super Bowl album recipes. Brittany, what did you need to find? I couldn't find it with the update.
The Messenger update, the Facebook Messenger.
Oh.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I'm like, what the hell? Like, where is my list of people? I don't get it. But I got it. Thank you.
Sarah, tequila on the rocks, vodka on the rocks. Like it. I'm in. Does anybody else have any tips that they want to share? Something that's working for them?